They're so cute and fluffy. Oh, I love those ponies. I know I had a original transition lead in, whatever you call it. I don't even know what you call it, but I was using that on OBS when I was streaming through OBS to Restream, and that doesn't work. Well, it does kind of work, but this is a little bit less clunky, and my computer's been having issues, so I can't do that right now, but I have cute fluffy ponies. Anyway, welcome to the Sunday stream. I am Raven Maddock. This is Khrysalis Studios. You are inside my studio with my studio manager, Nash. It is Sunday, December the 15th. I don't know where time has gone, where the year's gone, where the month's gone, but we are halfway through December, and it is, oh my goodness, not very long. Christmas is not this week, but next week. It's been a bit crazy with all the postal issues and troubles that have been going on with that. And so we've had the Canada Post strike on for about a month now. They are just now talking about instituting government action on that strike. Last I heard, there might be an update from yesterday or today that I missed, but it sounds like they're going to make them go back to work sometime this week, potentially. That means it's been a month. And not only that, but it's now started to affect all the couriers. So all the secondary carriers, if you use like pirate ship and stuff like that, they piggyback off of the bigger couriers, so FedEx, Purolator, UPS, and use their empty space, which is efficient and, good for people and cost and the environment and everything else. But because they've been so overloaded with the demand from Canada Post being shifted, and also all these little sub-couriers getting so busy, that the main couriers have said, no, we're not taking any of your packages for a while. And even packages mailed through normal couriers like Purolator are now 6 to 9 days at least delayed. I have a box that was shipped by Purolator to try and avoid the whole strike situation because I didn't want to wait for Canada Post to open back up, and they're now calling it weather delays and saying it's stuck in Ontario when they had a snowstorm roll through, but it hasn't been a week of snowstorms. So yeah, it's interesting. So basically no mail in Canada is really moving unless you pay exorbitant prices for super expedited. So there's that. It's going to take a while to clear stuff out. I am going to have to reach out to the Canadian club members, and because it's going to be a bit to clear out Canada Post before that starts even moving respectably again. So I'll have to keep an eye on it. See how we do. But yeah, that's the situation here. So it's been a little bit nuts trying to follow that. Nash had his last puppy training, doggy manners, obedience class and did really well. We have a puppy play date with a puppy named Riker that he really liked. It's a little cockapoo. Very exciting. They just, the whole time, since day one, they wanted to play together. So now they get a chance to. We're going to take them to the little private off-leash park and let them play in a little wooded area that they have. They've got different themes for all the parks. Because, you take your dogs to theme parks. Why not? And should be a lot of fun. I think he's going to really enjoy it. And we will update you with pictures of them playing come next stream, which will be the Christmas stream, I guess, because we're like a couple days away from Christmas by then. And then there's New Year's. Oh, my goodness. And then there's 2025, which people have been pointing out starts with WTF because it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But we're not going to take that as an omen or anything because we've had enough of those weird years. All right. So studio stuff. I have pretty much all the prizes from the giveaway shipped out with the exception of the premier horses. Those ones I needed to find bigger boxes for and obviously sign some stuff. So I've been waiting for that stuff to cure, and we are going to get those out this week. But everybody else has stuff shipped, and Bombay have started to ship out. So these handsome men's, the first 2 batches pretty well, with the exception of one Canadian order, have shipped out. And I'm working on the 3rd batch as we speak. This is one of the 3rd ones. Hold on one second. I have someone knocking at the door. Ugh, apparently I locked my husband out, so there's that. It's a habit when I open the door and let the dog in to apparently lock the door and lock my husband out. So there's that. Let's see. Oh, weird that it's not working on Facebook. Oh. Okay, should be live on Facebook now. That's weird. All right. Well, thank you for letting me know, Andrea. I don't know why it was not streaming, but it is supposedly streaming now. Let's see. We're going to do a mulligan. I'm just going to check it on my phone. There we go. It says it works now. Okay. Sorry, guys. It apparently wasn't working on Facebook, but it was working on YouTube. So we just skipped by the whole Canadian postal thing. So if you wanted to catch up on that, it's on YouTube. Safe to say, mail in Canada really isn't moving unless you want to pay double the price. And Nash is having a puppy date with a cockapoo named Riker that he was very excited to play with the whole time we were in puppy training classes, which are now over. And I will be taking photos and probably video, and I will show you next week. And crazy that the year is almost over. All right, that basically catches you up on what was happening on YouTube when wasn't working on here. Oh, and then I locked my husband out of the house, so there's always that. All right, Breyer released a holiday horse. It's the holiday decorator, Courchevel. I hope I pronounced that correctly. We'll see. That is their 2024 traditional winter decorator. It is, they changed how they're offering it. Previously offered as a web special by random draw. We are now offering it for all fans, which means they probably increase the run numbers. It is still showing as available for me. I am a Collector Club member. They said if it is not sold out by a certain date, it will be eligible. There we go. December 17th. Available to purchase first to valid Collector Club members who accounts are good standing by December 17th at 10 a.m. So that is Tuesday. At that time, Courchevel will be open for purchase for all customers on breyerhorses.com. Item may not be available when you visit the site. Currently excluded from all discounts, promotional codes, sales, blah, 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 blah. One per Collector Club member for a limited time while supplies last. It is a very cool looking decorator. I don't think it is clearware. It doesn't look like it's clearware because you should be able to see it back here. But it does have a really cool color, almost Norwal-ish in coloring. I don't 100% love the use of gold in some of the spots, but I know a lot of people really do. It saved me from having to buy him, which is kind of nice for me in my poor wallet, because Breyer's had a few different things that they've done really well this year, so it has done enough damage to my pocketbook. And we still have the Christmas surprise gambler's choice thing, whatever we're going to call it, coming out in a week. So there's that. They did not list the red numbers. So I don't know what it's going to be. We'll see how it goes. All right. Good morning, everybody. I'm sorry about the issue. And thank you, Andrea, for letting me know that it wasn't working. It's never not streamed to Facebook before, so I wasn't expecting that. All right. Good morning, Andrea, and thank you again. Good morning, Summer. Good morning, Libby. Hello. Kimberly. Hi. Brenda. Good morning. Amy. Good morning. Laura Rocksmith. Good morning. Says wanders in. We passed it. Wish it was clearware. Lizzie. Good morning. So I have a fun story for Lizzie. I am right-handed, so I hold stitch backwards, which means his face is upside down half the time, which is kind of funny. And this holds an obscene amount of coffee. I actually used it as a soup mug the other day for my ramen, and it held the whole thing, and I put extra ramen in it. So, yeah, I have to be careful about how much coffee I pour in here because it is deceiving. It is like all the coffee, which is crazy. So, yeah, that's the thing. But very cute. I really, really like it. And the coffee's tasty too. So, we actually have a friend whose kid is obsessed with Stitch right now. So, she was like losing her mind over all my Stitch stuff and the mug because it is awesome. We have Twyla, hello. We have Kinsey, hello, Kinsey. Amy says, I loved it, wanted it, glad it's not clearware. Yeah, pretty much. They do need to do more clearware stuff, and I am in very much danger when that happens. Drea says, I love Courchevel, and I can't not say it without rolling the R, because that's the thing. Too bad they aren't keeping it exclusive to collector club members. I can see why the exclusives haven't been selling out. Yeah, and that's been a bit of a trend this year. They've had their stuff go up on the website, and not everything sells out like normal. Like some of the blind bags have been staying around for longer. And I don't know if that's just a choice of molds and colors or if budgets are just tighter, which they are as a general rule. Our government decided to, for the next couple months, starting yesterday, I believe it was, they're going to take the GST, or depending on the province you live in, HST, which can be a lot. It can be up to, I think, 17% for tax purposes. For here, it's 5% off of certain things like eating out and prepared foods, store-bought baked goods. I can buy more cake, 5% more cake, which is a lot of cake. A little bit ice. I have no idea. And they're like, it's going to save the economy. So we'll see how that goes. But I know budgets are struggling for a lot of people. So sales just in general have been down, Breyer included. And people have been waiting to hear more about the Collectors Club stuff. I can actually probably pull. I'm not going to be able to find it on their website, am I? Nope, probably not. Hold on one second. Hold for processing. And I've been getting behind in saving things to show you guys from Facebook by other artists because I've been trying. I was actually down sick. You can kind of probably still hear it for a couple of days the other week, and it's led to a giant backup of getting stuff done, trying to get the Bombay out when the swag arrived, which I did. So like I said, the first 2 batches have shipped. The 3rd batch I'm working on right now. I have some actually mummified exceptionally. So horn is nice and encased. All the bits are encased. I know some casters, I think the Olps have transitioned away from mummifying things, but I don't know. Worst case scenario, you guys can use the toilet paper for something, right? I have no idea. It's ingrained in my brain that you mummify them, so I can't not mummify them. I will have to work very hard to change that in my brain. That is not what I was looking for. Breyer. Squirrel! Breyer model horses. So... Dun, 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 dun. Oh, and they released an animation. They've been doing these, and I don't know if they're hand-drawn or if they are how they do them, but this is their little animation for the Collector Club, which is really, really cute. So, I don't know. This is the Stablemate Club preview, which it's not going to follow. Let me go catch it. Ha. So these are the previews that they have up so far. So we have the Zara Arabian. So it is not a Pam redo. It is done to match Zara, which is a little bit different than the Pam. So new mold, kind of. Then there is Horatio. I think it's called Horatio. Is it Horatio? Oh, man. My brain says Horatio. The Othello in a really, really pretty sooty buckskin. Then we have a Appaloosa on one of the G1. Which one is it? It's not Trang. Silky Sullivan? I think. Someone correct me in the chat because my brain, I apparently did not fill my giant Stitch coffee mug up enough. Then there is this guy. So this is the new one. It is called Javier. So Javier, I believe pronounced Javier. And this is the glossy matte split. I think the back one's glossy and then the front one's matte. It's hard to tell from the photo, but this is the glossy matte split. So kind of like a Hidalgo-y colors, which is kind of cool. We will see what else comes up for the Stablemate Club and the other clubs. They have not announced other artists other than Laura Saylor Skillern with her mule. Let's see. And they did show off the packaging, which was nice. Odd but nice. So yeah, we'll see what Breyer does. I don't think there's been any more previews of the Vintage Club. I have not seen any peeks about the, here's the thing on the packaging. We have nice boxes. Yay. I don't know. Oh, and then I didn't see this little animation. All right then. Breyer's just animating all the things. It's actually adorable. I like this. Do this more, Breyer. It's cute. So yeah, we'll see what we end up with. We haven't gotten any peeks that I'm aware of what the Christmas horse is going to be historically decorator-ish. So, hi, Poppy. You want to say hi, everybody? He's like, he went and we did the Christmas lights in Airdrie the other night. So you walk through and there's all these animated Christmas lights as I threw dog hair everywhere. And it's quite busy. There was other dogs, lots of people, trains. Literally, they have little trains that run through everything. And he was an angel. He was super well behaved. So, yeah. I say hello. I can't move the camera that way, apparently. There you go. Say hi. Hello, Poppy. He's like, what? You camera shy? Yeah, are you camera shy? He's such a sweetheart. We are so lucky. All right, so there is the stuff. And I messed my camera up, so give me like 3 seconds to fix that. Perfect. Cool. Lizzie says, good afternoon. Yeah, it's almost afternoon. Depending on where you are, it's afternoon. Twyla says, love the color, not the mold. I really like, well, it depends on what mold you're talking about. I really like the Andalusian. I have an Andalusian. I'm trying to keep 1 to 2 of the Moody molds. Like, well, keep 1 of all of them, but keep 1 to 2 of each representation and trying to pick my favorite because the conga thing's starting to get a little out of hand. You can see all the Breyers up there and then they're everywhere. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Lizzie's like, all the coffee. There are days when I require this much coffee. And I will say after using these guys for a couple of, well, it's been about a month actually. They're just a little energy patch that you put on your skin. They seem to be working good. It seems to be more consistent without like the crash of other stuff. I'm hopeful. Anything that helps. I was sick through 2 weeks of that, so we'll see. I want to give it more of a long-term trial and see how it goes. But you just put it either behind your ear or under your collarbone or on your arm or on your belly or wherever you'd like to put it, and wear it for 4 to 8 hours, depending on what you're looking for. And it slowly time releases. It's got green tea extract and stuff in it. I don't know if it works. It doesn't seem like it's super crazy. And then coffee on top of it, because you have to have coffee. Even if it's just a warm, comforting beverage, it's required. Yeah. So coffee mug is rotating like super soup mug, which is hilarious, and super coffee mug. And I make my own cold foam. So I do like maple cold foam and peppermint cold foam because I got a little like foamy milk frother and it does cold foam, which is lovely. But that is aside. Laura Rocksmith, just took me 5 minutes to get your live to work. Sorry, yeah, it was not working on Facebook because of things. Katie, I'm on time. Hi, Katie. Feels like it's been a while. How's it going? How's baby? Kinsey Bombas, this is so cute. He's got lots of hair. Dramatic pose. I know. I can't not do the things. So I did get his swag in. I can show you guys what I got. I think I showed you guys comparisons to other things. So this is Venti-ish. Technically, she's a little smaller than Venti. So this is Venti, and this is Bombas. For not very much different than price. I did tell you guys, I posted to social media, but I meant to send an email to the newsletter, which I will do. I hate sending spam all the time. Drives me nuts because my inbox gets so full of other stuff. But it also, I don't like sending too many emails because then I think people just ignore them. So this is the only size he's going to be available in. That will happen sporadically through what I do. There will be times when I will say this is not going to be shrunk or replicated or made any variation of, because how can you do more hair than this? I mean, it's not physically possible, I don't think. Actually, I could make him a hairy coated Harry unicorn, and that would be funny. But you're welcome to do that if you would like to do that. And that does not exclude potential one-of-a-kind things that I might do as a sales piece in the future, but they won't be reproduced. So yeah, if you were waiting for a really tiny one, I do not know if I could make it work. And then when I go to shrink things, or if you go to enlarge things, he's almost classic. He's that big. He's kind of between, he's bigger than Little Bits, but that is a classic Shire. So he's a little bit smaller than that, but he's still quite large. And Moody, so cute. So, trying to catch up on comments as I'm doing tacos. That distracted my brain. Lizzie, I'm at a taco place right now, so I can't hear well, but did you try the coffee yet? I did try the coffee. It is very good. You have good tasted coffee. I should send you, we have some that we get when we go out to Vancouver Island, and it's called Happy Camper. It's like hippie coffee. It's delicious. It's like a little tiny coffee roasting place that's just on Vancouver Island in the rainforest. It's lovely. So got the swag in for him. Wanted to mention that there's not going to be other sizes, so if you're waiting on him being smaller or larger, that's not going to happen. Sometimes it's nice to have them just be one of one and not in other sizes. So swag came in. I updated my swag card. So there's the Be Different Super Glitter sticker. There is the matte mirror pops when the light hits it, Bombas in color. Some of, like, to the extent that I have inventory left, I'm sending the Bumblebutt cards sporadically in some of the boxes, along with a Bumblebutt magnet. So depends on what I have left. There's not going to be one for all of the orders, but the first few of the orders will have these in there. Because they're left over from Ponyfest. And he evolves from this little cute bee bum dude. Fuzzbutt. So there is a matching card, Ponyfest card for Bombas that will come with him. Come on, focus. You can see he evolves from that little dude. He is now a different type, which is exciting. And then I will leave the details of that card for people to show when they get them. And then his little edition card with some foil, because I cannot help myself. And then there's a back to the card with more informations. So yeah, he comes with a fair amount of swag. And then, because everything's falling apart now. It was like, you're allowed to show me off once. Honey flower candies, because he is bee themed. So And Bombus, if you guys weren't here for when I mentioned that before, Bombus actually, it's Bombus bombus is the scientific name for a bumblebee. So it's a honey candy because you can't not have honey to go with a bee. I get excited about themes. And then I originally wanted to send him with a 2-scale little bumblebutt because that would have been cute. So in honor of that, because I wasn't able to get the sculpture fully done before he released, he comes with an almost 2-scale little bee. It's kind of sort of the same. And who could resist that? Look at that. Isn't that cute? I squealed so loud. They're just so cute and fluffy. So, yeah. I love you guys. Here, have some bee things. So yeah, that's what's gonna come in the boxes, plus all your normal treats, coffee crisp, that stuff. And a lovely handwritten note in a sparkly pen from me. And I did actually make the note paper his sketch, which is kind of fun. So then the notes go on top of that. And speaking of sparkly pens, I did get my other one in the mail. My third one is what stuck with Purolator. So this was my original Banu, and it is a fountain pen for those of you who haven't been following my fountain pen adventures, because I can write in sparkle color change now and change the colors and custom mix my inks. So this one is bourbon, and it's in it Banu Euphoria, and their Euphoria line is supposed to represent things that you love in life. I'm not really a bourbon alcohol person. I don't really drink, but it's pretty. It's Chrysalis colors, so I can totally justify it. And then the one beside it is called Vodka on the Rocks. So it's another alcohol themed one, but that's okay. It looks like ice and magic. It's like Frozen meets unicorn meets I don't even care. It's amazing. So yeah, sparkly things to write with make me happy and also distract me. So you will get your little Bombus note, custom written or handwritten, custom handwritten. I have no idea. Same thing. In sparkly pen, in sparkly color changing ink, because this one has. I will not write. What can I write on? Show you guys the color. So it's called Midway the Magnificent, and it's not going to show up the way I need it to show up. It does have like a color changey sparkle. Do it. Do the color changey. Oh man. Okay, fine. It doesn't want to play nice. But they should sparkle. It's got like a blue. Stupid. I can't show you my to-do list either, but yeah, like a blue purple type color sparkle. This is my house. It is chaos. Welcome. There we go. So it's by Ferris Wheel Press, which is a Canadian company. Midway the Magnificent. And then you can really see it in the writing there when it catches the light. It's kind of got like a lighter purple blue shimmer to it. Because they gave me points for my birthday and I couldn't not get ink. So I'll show you that at the end because they're pretty bottles, so that's fine. Katie said AJ's doing well. He's 30 inches long, 22.2 pounds. Oh my God, he got so big. 10 months on the 23rd? Where did the 10 months go? Oh my goodness. Congratulations. That's a big baby. Amy says, do it. More hair. Hi, sweetheart. He's like, are we done yet? Can I have breakfast? You had some breakfast. Oh, you did? You can't have my coffee, though. I know. Life is unfair and cruel. Summer says, I love the Moody models, too. Moody has just so much expression and hair. There's a lot of life to her pieces that I think get sometimes lost in the more hyper-realistic stuff. I think there's a fine balance, which I think we all try and find. I try and find, personally, where it's something between... So your hands are moving and they're not petting me. Something between the expression and artistic component of the model horse world and the art factor and the realistic part. Because if everything looks like a scanned horse, then like they're nice. Where's mine? Like scanned horses. It's a nice, accurate scanned horse, but it is not an art piece. So finding a balance is what I try and do. Not for everyone, but they're cool. I need to customize one with the wings. There needs to be many customized Bombay. And then if you wanted to make him into a horse, which I've had some people ask, you can just cut his horn off. And then you have a drafty, handsome dude. I wanted to make him so he didn't have the cloven feet and that lion tail and stuff so that people could do either if they wanted to, because I knew my intention from the beginning was to not make him into other sizes and other variations. So yeah, Laura Rocksmith, tidy and neat compared to mine. You're seeing the tidy and neat-ish side of the studio. There's like packing chaos on that side, and then a Medallion Club medallion over there and all sorts of stuff. Mine's 28 years old now. I saw that. Happy birthday, Anna. I said happy birthday on your post. Yes. What about second breakfast? I was calling him a hobbit dog the other day because one breakfast is not enough. He would like several of the breakfasts all at the same time. So yeah, that's the stuff that's going on with Bombas. Those editions for Bombas and for Rise, the Unicorn Medallion, will be open until January 15th. I wanted people to have time to... What did you do? His face. Did you guys see his face? He was like, boxes fell. It's open till January 15th just to give people time over the holidays. I didn't want it to be like a 1 month before Christmas thing. So hopefully that gives people time. Open for time payments and for paid in full orders. I believe all the time payments now, as of yesterday, are all caught up with being invoiced. So everybody should be good to go. If you're not, send me an email, let me know. I will be doing a sweep through just to check things out in a bit. And paid in full orders, I'm starting to let people know of batches. I kind of wanted to get a feel for how we're moving, which they're actually moving quite quickly, to give people timelines. Because I can give you you can still hear the sick in my voice. Ugh. I can give people batches, but giving timelines and then having to move all of them, it's just a pain in the butt. So I'm trying to figure out and estimate now that we've sent out a couple batches where we're going to be at. So I can do that a little bit better now. So people with batches should be hearing soon about what kind of that's going to look like. I will have a little bit of time off over the holidays to sort out... Well, don't get time off during the holidays. I got to do Medallion Club and other stuff. But time during the holidays to spend with family and enjoy things and maybe take a day or two off, actually, because I need to do that every once in a while. Plan for goodies for next year, all that good stuff. So that'll probably be sometime over, maybe trickling over next week and then the week following. So there's going to be a little bit of lull in shipping between those dates. And then, of course, Medallion Club happens. So we'll be looking to ship maybe the next 1 or 2 batches now, and then the rest over past the holidays. But it's not looking like it's going to take very long, couple months, and then we should be done with all those orders. So Biddy Biter is also caught up. So everybody who paid in full, they've all shipped. Anybody who has paid off their time payments, they either have shipped or they're about to ship. And anybody looking to pay theirs off over the next, who knows how long, seems like they're going to be shipping quite quickly. So we're caught up on everything there. So if you pay them off, they ship quite quickly, which is nice. Same goes with the taters. As those are getting paid off, I'm shipping them out fairly quickly. So ponies are happening, people. Take a day off. How dare you? I know. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Cheryl. Offended by the box. He was very offended by the box. This box does not have second breakfast. Yes, pretty much. It's like, did food fall out of the box? Because I've been doing tricky things with him with food to try and get it, like, just stimulation. And it's kind of funny because he'll be like, I don't know, the Kong thing with the food in it. He's not a fan because he has to work too hard. The snuffle mat, he would rather just rip apart to get the pieces out, which is kind of funny, but it's okay. And then for people that need extensions for time payments, I've had a couple people reach out just saying they needed a couple more weeks over the holidays because some of the taters end during the holidays, which wasn't necessarily intentional on my part. I just kind of go out with the few months. And so if you need flexibility, just let me know. And yeah, that is a thing. So that's catch up for the studio stuff for the most part. And oh, I meant to show you the pin. So Breyer did do a pin of Courchevel as well, which is actually quite pretty. So it's a gradation. These ones I think are done by screen printing. So they print over top of the pin and do a base, which is kind of a neat way to do it. Then you don't need to put those lines in, which is why you can get a color gradation. Either that or it's color shift. But I think it's a color gradation. So all sorts of cool ways to do stuff. That's how they were getting, yeah, it looks screen printed. That's how they were getting spots and things on their horses without needing to do the metal around it to hold the enamel. So as the sick is going into my sinuses and I'm affecting my speech, I'm not 100% over it yet. It's just at the annoying around the edges phase, but you're feeling better at least. So there's that. There's a couple of days where I was laid right out. Yeah, so that's most of the stuff in the studio. I have the beheaded tiger lily custom that I've been working on a little bit here and there, but because of being sick and the holidays and all the rest of it, it's taken a little bit of a slower turn. I'm hoping to have some customs for you guys in the new year. Okay, Andrea says, I love the bone-shaped Kongs. Stick a couple of hot dog pieces in each end. Not as difficult as the regular Kongs. Yeah, he's got a couple of the regular Kongs and some different ones from different companies with stuff stuffed in the middle of them. Different shapes to keep it interesting. So I like puzzles. So I have passed the love of puzzles on to the puppy, which is kind of fun. What else did I have to update you guys on? There's... The next Medallion Club medallion is well on its way to being ready to cast. I'm just getting some details on it. I got to work out hair. I haven't put hair on it yet. I will not give you peeks and hints just yet. No, I will not. It's too early. This is middle of the month. This is too early for peeks and hints. It's got a lot of expression to it and a good story. That's all I'll say. Ha ha ha. Could be anything. And I won't tell you realistic or fantasy just yet either. So, soon. Peaks will come. Maybe not next. Well, maybe I'll tell you something next stream, but the stream after is when the peaks will actually come. And I will be able to tell you the things. I don't want to peak it too early because then it's like, there's too much time. I don't know. There's no good way to do it. It sucks both ways. Brandon Sanderson, the author that I really like, he released his next book in the Stormlight series, which is one of my favorite series by him. And it is ridiculously large. It is like a book that's this thick in hardcover. It's crazy. It's I think it's 62 hours on Audible, which is nuts. And apparently people have been speed reading through it speed reading through the book. And then there's people listening to the audiobook at 2 times the speed. And he said that the next book's not going to come for like 10 years. So I don't know why you'd rush, but they're rushing through and posting spoilers. I'm like, I'm trying to savor it. It's really hard, but it's also very enjoyable. His humor in it is a lot more refined and reminiscent of Tress of the Emerald Sea, which is, I really, really like that one. It had a really good flavor to it. So he's kind of transitioned and added that into this book, which I quite like. So we will see. I'm savoring it as I work in the studio because I'm listening to it on Audible. For whatever reason, since chemo, it did something weird to my brain, and reading physical books has been darn near impossible since, actually. So I have to listen to them on audiobook. I don't know what it did to my brain, but it did something to my brain, which I like. I don't know if it exacerbated attention stuff or what, but I read the same paragraph over and over and over and process none of it. So yeah, it's a thing. Peak soon, guys. You guys are like, you're being mean. Sorry. Soon. Very soon. I can't. It's so hard for me to pick what I tell you because I'm looking at it, which is probably making it worse for you guys. I'm looking at it. I love it. It's got lovely details. But I can't tell you the thing. Kinsey says, excited that I found some Maureen Love Breyer horses cheap and would like to customize them. And by the way, Fireheart had his head cut off. Yay! Go Kinsey! So excited. I really soon, customs, soon. I just have so much custom urge, desire. It's gonna happen. I'm so mean. I'm sorry, guys. You'll just have to deal with me being mean for a little bit longer. Andrea says, I'm excited to start book 5, about 2/3 of the way through Rhythm of War. Yes. That book he's so good. That's all I'll say. Damn it. But yeah, the Wind of Truth is very good so far. It's an emu. 2 emus. Because you can't just have one. There's not enough chaos and insanity with 1 emu. You need 2 emus. I should give Peaks now as an early holiday gift. I am going to give you guys an early holiday gift. I have line art of Bombus that I'm going to be posting and releasing today. So I will be putting that out sometime this evening, sending an email out to everybody. That'll go out to all of the newsletter subscribers. I'll post it on my website. I'll post it to my socials. People who have asked so that they can color him for holidays or otherwise. Just picking out ideas. It's something fun to do. And I did have a special request for it. So ask and you shall receive. I will post that tonight. Because it'll be cool to see him. And you got to paint him in like cool colors. Or horse colors. Whatever. You do whatever you want. You could technically edit out his horn and make him a horse if you wanted to. So there's your early holiday gift. And I will give you peeks of the Valley Club later. Look, a distraction noodle. All right. Andrea says, Kate Reading and Michael Kramer are such awesome narrators. I agree. I actually didn't originally like Michael Kramer when he was reading the Wheel of Time series, which I struggled to get into. I didn't want to get into because he did not finish the series, but Brandon Sanderson and his kids finished the series. So I just struggled with his voice for whatever reason, but now I'm definitely getting into it, and I quite enjoy them as Brandon Sanderson characters. The ideal dying for Katie as emus. Oh my goodness. All right. Highland County has 3 emus running rampant? What? How? How do you lose your emus? We have chickens that run out of it, like run around and do stuff. Lizzie wants prints. Do you want prints of the colored one or the line art or prints of the peaks? Like limited edition prints of like peaks of my presents. It'd be fun. All right, guys. On that note, I will show you quickly some of the cute things I got from Ferris Wheel Press because that came as my birthday stuff. So these have tons of glitter. The glitter all settles to the bottom, which makes it extra sparkly. So this one's called Blushing Mushroom, and it's like rose gold, rose tones. It's quite nice. I have the sample here of it. Blushing Mushroom. It is this one, so you can see the rose gold tones in it. It is purple. And then this one is, as I shake all the glitter so you guys can't see it, Knitted Nettle. I just love their little bottles, and then they have a really cool thing that I couldn't get because it was sold out. But I'll show you guys. Accessories, where are the holders? Come on. This was like the front page thing that they had, and I can't remember what they called them. Oh man, newest releases. Back by popular demand. Writing instruments. Paper and objects. Is it considered an object? Maybe. So they do a dip pen carousel, which is really cool. So you put your ink in there and you can spin it, and then if it has shimmer in it, it's extra shimmery. So you flip it on its lid, and it sits on the lid. They don't actually show it, but this little point part, it goes underneath, and then you can spin it, which is quite cool. So they have that. But what I'm looking for This is one of them. So for the bigger ink bottles, they have these stands. So it looks like a Ferris wheel, which is Ferris wheel press, or you can tilt it on its side, which is quite cool. And then for the, what do they call that? Oh, come on. They have little tins and stuff, which is kind of cool. Carriage. Ha! Perfect. These guys go on the round ones. And they look like the globe holders, like the old antique globes, where you'd see them in an office or a studio. And then you'd have the little ball globe sitting in it, and then the pretty stand, and then you do all sorts of cool stuff. They make it in gold and silver. But they didn't have any when I was buying stuff, so I couldn't buy it. But I will need it because they're very, very cute little bottles, and then the little stand's just extra cute. And then I might have gotten a little excited. This one's the one that I have in the pen, Midway the Magnificent. So you can see kind of that purple blue sheen to it. And it's almost like fuchsia. It's quite nice. So that's all the sparkle in the bottom of it. They're like fancy snow globes. And then this one is a blue-black with some really bright icy blue sparkle in it. It's just like a pretty, look at it just drip. So pretty. I could watch that all day. And then this one is a Bradhurst blue denim, so very similar but a lighter shade of blue. It does the little drippy thing. The dog has melted. He's like, she's doing the thing. Edwards Gardens, which is like a greeny blue teal. These all have like the same color shimmer in them, apparently. Because I have a thing. And Writing Desk, which is kind of boring. It is a brown. It does not have shimmer in it. What? I think it's the only one I have that doesn't have shimmer in it. Let's see if I can find there. So that's Edwards Gardens. Very similar to a whole bunch of other colors that I've got. It's got like a red tone to it. You can kind of see it there. But I've got a lot in that same tonal range because I can't help myself. I have a color that I like. Tears of Sapphire is one of the round ones. So you can see that blue, but there's a red sheen to it, which is kind of fun. And then that's the denim one. So a lighter shade of blue with some sparkle. And then Stroke of Midnight was that dark black blue. And then I showed you Midway the Magnificent. Oh, and I didn't show you guys this one. That's called Tesla Coil. Watch it. Watch the light hit that one. There we go. The sheen in it is crazy. So it's like color shifting, which is kind of fun. I don't know. I get excited by this stuff. There's Blushing Mushroom, which I showed you guys. So it's got that rose gold. There's the boring brown one. It's kind of fall. It's got a little bit of green sheen. Little bit. It's like fall and trees. I don't know. I got excited. It happens. There's Knitted Nettle. So there's that green one that I was talking about. So it's green. Has a little bit of red sheen to it if you can see it there. Oh, there's some of the golden shimmer to it. Yeah. It's always having fun. As you do with inks. Because they gave me points for my birthday. They've given me points for signing up and all sorts of stuff over the time period that I've been with them. And then points for purchases. And so I had enough points and then I stacked it because you can stack things. The free points for free, it was $100 worth of ink that I could get for free. And then they had a buy two, get one free thing. So I was buying a lot of ink. So I got almost $200 worth of ink for $30. So now I'm an ink hoarder. Yay! Not that you couldn't tell that I hoard art supplies, but that's the thing. So you will get your notes for the rest of existence signed in fun, pretty colors. I actually got from Van Diemen's a color mixing kit. So it has a blue and a hot pink, and you can mix them together to make various shades of purples. And then it has two different kinds of glitter, sparkle, shimmer mix you can add to it to make your own custom blends of colors, which I've already kind of been doing because I can't help myself. And so that just makes it worse because then I can make my own colors and do whatever I want. So I'm going to start mixing stuff and making custom blends, and all of the notes that you'll get in your boxes from now till infinity will basically be signed off and written in crazy colored fountain pen inks, because why not? Using either awesome shimmery pens or awesome othery pens. I've been having fun with all of the things. So, yeah, it just makes it more fun. If I could write it in something horse related, I would. There is an ink that I have that's called unicorn document ink, and it's supposed to smell. It smells kind of weird. I don't know that it smells like unicorns. And it's not a fun color. So, yeah, that's the thing. So, yeah, on that note, now that I've hyperfixated on inks and crazy for a bit, I think I've got most of my color ranges covered, so I should be able to avoid buying ink for the next little bit. But they do advent calendars, which have been very tempting. And there's some cool stuff that you can get from Japan that is very also tempting. So we'll see. I'm going to probably put them up on the stablemate racks. You can see right above me, there's like a little stablemate rack. And then these actually fit there quite nicely. So do like a little cute display of pretty inks. Maybe pens. I don't know. And then I do have one more because I was able to get these for 2 for 1 pretty much. So I have another Brother, same model of pen, but this one glows in the dark and has sparkles. So yeah, it was my birthday. Yeah. So anyway, why not? You got to spoil yourself sometimes. And it was 2 for 1. I was going to buy a new Banu, and then probably this one new, and then I ended up finding this one used for half price, and then another Banu of the same type used for half the price. So half and half make a whole. So I still only spent the same amount that I was going to spend on one pen, but for 2 pens. So thrifting. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, guys. On that note, I will get back to making more unicorns for you, and I will get back to making the Medallion Club medallion more awesome and getting those boxes ready to go. There might be something special in the boxes for Christmas, but we'll see how that goes. I will not reveal the more things. There's your peek. Something special in the boxes for Christmas. And I don't think you can use these to paint on models because they're water soluble. So you can actually paint using these like watercolors, but you can't paint them on, well, you could paint them and seal them, I guess, but they're not technically meant for that. They're not as opaque as you would think. So like a transparent glaze over a clearware maybe, but yeah, they do both. Technically, I justified them by saying I could do art with them too, but they're just sparkly, so yeah. Hey, boring brown is a horse color. Cool. All right. So I will let you guys go carry off into the abyss. Enjoy your after the full moon day and your next week coming into Christmas week. And hopefully all of your shopping is done. Hopefully all of your cards are sent and your postal system isn't on strike. Hopefully they clear that up this week for us. And I will let you know next week anyways. All right. Love you guys. I will see you later. Hopefully you like all the swag and stuff and my crazy rambles about ink and whatever else I happen to be hyperfixating on that week. So love you guys. Don't feed trolls. We will see you next